Hey everybody, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense, where your life is going to be changing in the next 3 to 8 months in a good way, if you have an open mind. If you don't know, or if you already know, cryptocurrency is going through their standard cycle every 4 years after a halvening cycle. um, there is a large bullish move. And that large bullish move happens about 1 year and 5 months, 1 year and 6 months, and now I think 1 year and 7 months after a halvening. That puts us into 2025 for all-time highs for cryptocurrency. How high are we going to get in terms of crypto prices? I think that is dependent on which coins you're looking at. And we'll just discuss a few here because I have my favorite. And I'm going to show you a little bit more advanced charting with one of my altcoins that makes a lot of sense. So, let me go ahead and shrink my head. We are looking at none other than the Bitcoin. It's good there. Okay. We're looking at Bitcoin here. So we are set, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I believe Bitcoin will hit 108 to 112,000 by June 1st, 2025. And I'm sticking with that. I think that is going to happen based off of number one, the halvening cycle that we are currently in. Number two, momentum that we're seeing with Bitcoin. Number three, just the US dollar continues to be printed like it is nothing because it's getting to that point. And so Bitcoin is acting as a store of value. There's no CEO, there's no government. You can't just print unlimited Bitcoins and send it to somebody. So Bitcoin 108 to 112 by June 2025. That's my prediction. However, there are a lot higher predictions that people have. And we'll go ahead and kind of take a peek here. Okay, so we're looking at the Bitcoin rainbow chart. Again, this is just used as an illustration for a potential Bitcoin high. So I think we get to this Bitcoin all-time high if Donald Trump is elected. And I only say that because he is wanting to make the United States the number one in the world for crypto. So I think we get to this maximum bubble territory like we did here in 2013, and also again in 2017. I think we potentially get there again 2025 if Trump is elected, because that is huge for crypto. And if we get into this red territory, we're looking at 600 to $700,000 per one Bitcoin. Now that is insane. And we have seen Bitcoin get into the maximum bubble territory at least 3 times, with this one anomaly here going above the bubble territory. If we were to see Bitcoin go above the bubble territory, that would be almost over a billion, or almost over $1 million per Bitcoin. So, your world is gonna change in the next few months if you are open to crypto. Do your own research. I don't want to be the person who tells you what cryptos to buy, how to buy it, etc. Do your research on cold storage devices. Essentially, that is a device that it does not have access to the internet, so someone cannot hack it unless they physically have it and steal it from you, or they have your code. When you purchase a Trezor or Ledger, you get 12, depending on which one, you get 12 different words that you have to have in order to get back into your account. So, crypto is going to be insane. My crypto of choice is Shiba Inu coin, and that is due to I believe Shiba Inu coin is the answer to hyperinflation. Think of Venezuela, Turkey, Sudan. Oh gosh, a couple other different countries where hyperinflation is just absolutely insane. Buying Shiba Inu coin, it is extremely cheap. It is like 1/5 of a penny. So people in other countries, if they have a little bit of money, they can purchase Shiba Inu coin and partake in the potential cycle appreciation. Now, I want to talk about really quickly, we're in about 6 minutes. I want to talk about the near term and the long term because if you know me and my channel, we look at the bigger picture and what happens after a major cycle, a major downturn. And we want to be prepared. But first, we're going to take a look at Shiba Inu coin, and then we're going to look at options to make money when Bitcoin goes down. So, looking at Shiba Inu coin, let me just zoom out so everyone kind of has context. So I have Fibonacci arcs. These are hands down one of my favorite favorite patterns because it shows you how well candles respect the Fibonacci arcs on a way down or on the way up. And this cycle right here that I'm circling, this one was our previous crypto run back in 2019, 2021. Wait, well, yeah, 2021. So we went from the all-time high all to the all-time low, and now I went from the all-time low to the potential all-time high with the Shiba Inu coin. And I just want to show you how dang good this looks. And if you go back into my other videos and you type in SHIB, you'll see when I map this out, this price action didn't exist. And now what we're seeing is the price action today in the last few days, weeks, months is extremely, extremely respecting these Fibonacci arcs on the way up. So that means that if my pattern creation is correct, we could see an all-time high of Shiba Inu coin at, well, I'll reveal it in a second. But look at how the price action essentially is following this line right here, this curvature line. This is our outermost line for our most latest expected move percent. So, I mean, again, we have 10 out of 10 resistances here. Perfect support. Perfect supports are over here. Beautiful test right there. Can you guys see that? I'm just going to make it a little more obvious. Okay. And now what we have here, this red line is part of the last cycle from 2021 to the all-time low. And look at how well the Shiba Inu coin is not only respecting the last cycle Fibonacci arc, but how it's also respecting the current Fibonacci arc, which we have this, again, this curvature here is our first outer line. Again, you can see how it reacts as supports and resistances. And look how the Shiba Inu coin is reacting to the outer ring right here. And I'm just going to zoom in for full effect because I want everyone to understand the power of Fibonacci arcs is incredible. So we first see the stock, fantastic test of support here. 10 out of 10 resistance, 8 out of 10 resistance, perfect test, shoots up through here. We get a surge of buying volume. We're kind of trending down. This is a bullish flag. Again, we're probably going to see support around 0.000401796 to 1815 to 1842. And then again, eventually it's going to have to move up or down, but this curvature here is the last cycle. Now, in terms of where we're going in this cycle, let's go to month. We're looking at a potential price target of the Shiba Inu coin at 30106. I'm thinking we may blow past this and may get to 30.15. However, I think if Bitcoin goes absolutely insane, if Trump wins, I think we get up into this area. And again, I think we hit all-time highs potentially the second half of the year for the Shiba Inu coin. I think. Let me see. Yeah, about end of June, July. And again, if Bitcoin freaking goes to over 100,000, 200,000 a coin, oh my God, imagine what that's going to do to the altcoins. Not even cheap, but think about all the other meme coins. Think about all the other altcoins. Think about all of it. So your life can be better if you do your own research, look at into crypto, think about which coins you would want. I do believe SHIB is a hyperinflation store of value. Do your own research on other cryptos. There's hundreds of thousands. I'm also in another speculative coin called Ladycoin. That one did get a nice investment from a crypto hedge fund. So I believe they'll probably do something similar to the Shiba Inu coin where they will have a burn mechanism to burn the supply, make the coins more scarce, etc. So now that we've got this potential amazing euphoria coming down the pipeline, think even further ahead. Think of your price target. My price target for SHIB is going to be 3 zeros and a 1. Anything after that's probably going to be icing on the cake. Now we are looking a bit further ahead because we don't want to look at the short term. We want to look at the long term. Now Bitcoin is on the way down. What are we going to do? We look at ways to make money on Bitcoin on the way down, and we have stocks. We have ETFs within the stock market that you can purchase on Robinhood or Webull or Interactive Brokers, Schwab, Vanguard, E-Trade, so many. When Bitcoin starts to go down, ticker symbol SBIT and BITI are likely going to see a massive run. And what we can see here is, I'll just go ahead and just look at these for you guys really quick. And again, we're looking at when Bitcoin goes down. If you wanted to trade ticker symbol SBIT, again, pay attention to these different holdings that each ETF has. And also pay attention to the expense ratio. Expense ratio, where are you at? 1.33% and 0.95%. So typically the lesser the expense ratio, the better. And it's really, you have to do your own research on these. If I were to have a stock that I wanted to use to short Bitcoin, not because it's bad or horrible, but because it's going to be a trend. Again, the trend is your friend until the end. And I'm telling you, the trend to the upside is going to be your friend. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at 65,000. What is it? 65,560. The Shiba Inu coin is at 4017 or 18. So again, the trend is your friend, and right now the trend is good, bullish. But however, once that flips and Bitcoin it starts to hibernate for the next 4 years, you might want to look at potential ways to make money on the way Bitcoin's way down. So I would choose BITI only because, oof, I mean, you really can't go wrong, honestly. But I would do BITI because the opportunity to have a 10x investment, so this stock going from, let's say, $7 to $70, could be very high in about 7 to 13 months. Because again, BITI, number one, there's only 8 million shares available. And again, it has retraced from these different levels. So it can go back up to 70. I mean, it hasn't gone to 70 before, it's gone to 50, but I mean, $7 to $50 is great. Whereas ticker symbol SBIT, if I wanted to have a 10x on this one, it would have to be $290, and the stock has never been over 60. However, SBIT only has 940,000 shares available. So it is going to be more volatile and potentially may move more to the upside, but that's just questionable. So again, I think everyone's lives can be much better in the next 3 to 7 months. I recommend everybody to watch this video. I think crypto is going to do very well. You just need to figure out which crypto coins you want on your side for the upside. And then when crypto starts to go down in about a year from now, 7 to 13 months, maybe look at different ETFs that short Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is likely to go back down to, let's see. After every halving cycle and all-time high, this Bitcoin gets all the way back to basically a fire sale. So we have our all-time high halving, gets down to a fire sale, all-time high, back to a fire sale, all-time high, back to a fire sale. So again, if we get to 200, 500, $1 billion a coin, it could get back all the way down to fire sale levels, which would be 50 to $60,000 over the next 2 years. Yeah, maybe 80,000, depending on what you're looking at. So that's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to point that out. I think everyone's lives are going to be massively, massively changed for the better if you are into crypto. I do have a crypto referral. I want to share it so we both get $50 in Bitcoin, but I also don't want to enable people getting into crypto and then losing their life savings because they didn't do the research. So I'm not going to share it, but ask some of your friends if they have a link. They'll give it to you. You guys will get some money. I guess if you really made it, if you made this far and you want me to send it to you, post a comment and I'll drop the link and we'll both get, I think, $10 or $50 worth of Bitcoin. So if you made this far, consider subscribing. I hope you guys are listening to what I just said. I will probably have a celebratory video on an island, which is to be determined, to just record the celebration. So thank you so much. Have a great day.